When a beloved, highly profitable television show stays on the air for years, the cracks begin to show on screen. The animation quality often drops, leaving audiences wondering why a successful series looks worse over time. For Black Clover, the culprit was the schedule. The studio produced a punishing 170 continuous episodes on a weekly basis, without a single seasonal break to catch their breath. That relentless timeline placed an immense physical burden on the animators. Deadlines forced the team to cut corners, resulting in awkward motion and recycled frames that quickly drew intense backlash from the fanbase. Instead of pushing the staff to the breaking point, the executives made a choice in 2021 that would alter the show's trajectory. They halted the broadcast entirely and placed the show on an indefinite 5-year hiatus. Pulling the plug on a profitable broadcast is a calculated survival tactic. Pausing the production stops the bleeding of a brand's reputation before the audience tunes out for good. You simply cannot animate a story that does not exist yet. After 170 episodes, the anime had completely caught up to the published manga, leaving the studio with nothing left to adapt. That roadblock finally cleared when series creator Yuki Tabata officially wrapped up the printed manga in August 2026 with Volume 38. To reach that finish line, Tabata had to step away from his grueling weekly magazine deadlines. He shifted to a slower, seasonal publication schedule in Jump Giga to manage his personal health constraints. With those final chapters committed to paper, Studio Pierrot finally secured the exact, unchangeable structural blueprint they required to map out a high-budget finale. Studio Pierrot CEO Michiyuki Hanma recognized that the old continuous production model was breaking his teams. He issued a mandate to overhaul how the company operates. The traditional method stretched labor dangerously thin. The new approach chops the timeline into concentrated seasonal blocks. Tested on the Bleach revival, the result was a massive spike in animation fluidity, sharper compositing, and higher overall production value. Now, Black Clover is operating under this same premium, high-budget seasonal pipeline for its return. Beautiful animation certainly requires passionate artists, but ensuring those artists deliver premium quality on screen requires tangible structural changes in business operations. Ayataka Tanamura, who directed the recent Sword of the Wizard King movie, is returning to helm this new season, bringing steady, proven leadership to the project. He is leading one of the studio's dedicated production lines, a specialized team organized to handle these premium seasonal projects with maximum efficiency. The December 2025 promotional trailer showcased this shift, bringing the series into razor-sharp focus with a level of animation quality previously reserved for feature films. Marrying a well-rested creative team with a realistic deadline is the ultimate antidote to mediocre television. The new episodes are officially targeted for a global release in October 2026, streaming on Crunchyroll. The naming conventions are a bit split depending on where you look. Crunchyroll lists this as Season 2 because the first 170 episodes aired as a single continuous block, while home video distributors classify the return as Season 5. Regardless of the title, this season will adapt the remaining 59 chapters of the Spade Kingdom raid arc. To generate word of mouth, the studio brought an early screening of Episode 1 directly to the massive crowds at Anime Expo in July 2026. Screening a premiere months in advance is a move rarely seen in a struggling production. It's an aggressive play to let the work speak for itself before the marketing cycle even begins. The reception from those Anime Expo attendees was overwhelmingly positive, indicating that the studio's internal pivot is translating to the screen. The industry is moving away from the era of rushed, disposable weekly anime broadcasts, replacing them with calculated, high-end seasonal events. This shift offers a practical model for how long-running series can navigate the transition from weekly broadcasts to high-end seasonal events. By dismantling a broken production model, Studio Pierrot has positioned Asta's final chapters to compete with the modern standard of event-based anime, rather than being sidelined by the limitations of the past.